We've also started to get into the 21st century, a Bitcoin strategic reserve. We're not going to be buying that, but we are going to use confiscated assets and continue to build that up. We're going to stop selling that.
What's the story on gold?
We've got the large gold holding. I doubt we're going to revalue it, but we are going to keep it there, again, as a store of value for the American people. We've also started to get into the 21st century, a Bitcoin strategic reserve. We're not going to be buying that, but we are going to use confiscated assets and continue to build that up. We're going to stop selling that. I believe that Bitcoin reserve at today's prices is somewhere between 15 and 20 billion.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just the poor auction.
it was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten, and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. We had Bitcoin hit an all-time high and then dump. And guys, we know that's the whale algorithm. And over 1 billion liquidated. And of course, the narrative is inflation. Yes, guys, you can't make this stuff up. But don't forget, we have options tomorrow. And since we are pulling back today, it won't be as bad tomorrow. Now we have Tom Lee says Ethereum can hit 7,500 by end of 2025. And of course, if we keep getting these type of inflows, yes, it may hit. But remember, guys, it's based off manipulation. But I don't see these inflows staying consistent going towards the end of the year. We know the real bull run for Ethereum is going to be a utility run. And he has 25K by 2028. And that may be possible because we know the 4th Industrial Revolution switch would have been flipped. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates right now moving up based off inflation data. We have the dollar up. We have volume in crypto. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at 57 billion yesterday. Make sure you're pulling on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this 4th Industrial Revolution. whether robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. Now we have the US PPI has 3.3% in July, biggest monthly rise since 2022. And remember what Jerome Powell stated. He's been correct so far that inflation is definitely going to keep getting higher because these tariffs are going to be paid by the consumer eventually. And remember, this is a plan. It moves in phases. These tariffs weigh on the corporations, forcing the corporations to lay off and then forcing them to move to the machines, where the machines take over the economy. And the people sit at home and get free money. But little do the people know that that free money is going to be programmable, being able to tell them what, when, and how to buy. And you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And we know that is biblical. Now, of course, this is news that's not going to make the news. We have the Bank Policy Institute urge Congress to close the Genius Act stablecoin interest loophole to prevent deposit flights. Says it could cause $6.6 trillion in deposit outflows. And guys, we know big money is going to run to interest and yield. And when David Sachs said these stable coins can't get interest, we know again this is part of the plan. Small and medium-sized banks will not be able to survive. And that'll just leave the big banks and fintech. And remember, with these fintech banks, they are global. And a lot of countries allow yield on these stablecoins. And this is not an agenda that you fight after the bill has already been passed. This should have been an agenda that you fought before it even went through. But guys, we've seen this movie before. Cause a problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. And that's going to be trusted central bank digital currencies. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs down as I'm doing this video. And we have Canary Capital registers for a Trump Coinbase ETF in Delaware. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have Coinbase completes $2.9 billion cash and stock acquisition of Deribit. And remember what the bank man was working on? This $100 trillion derivative market being ran by an algorithm, not a human involved. And then also we have Coinbase cuts USDC fees for MetaMask users on Base as Circle I stablecoin native layer 1. And of course, Coinbase is incentivized with USDC because they're getting 50% of the revenue so they can dangle that carrot. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, we have Scott Bessent says that the government won't buy Bitcoin for the strategic reserve. And of course, he's just repeating the same exact thing that Jerome Powell stated. And that's the reason why we saw Bo Hines get on the horse and ride off in the sun. Because we know Bitcoin is a narrative to sell this digital economy. And we know the government gets Bitcoin for free. They're not paying for it. And we know what the central banks are buying. That's right, physical gold. And this bull cycle is coming to an end. Why? Because it's time to build. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the new World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.